Oh. Oh, hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Are we live?
Hey, guys.
Are we doing it live?
We're doing it live. Welcome to Geekshow Helpdesk, where we talk about tech, gadgets, and science-related things.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
That's right. Let's introduce our panelists. Who do we have here on my right? Oh, it's Owen.
That's right. Pitter patter. Let's get at her. Here I am. Here's where you find me most days. Most days I just literally sit here and wait for the podcast stream to come back up. If you didn't know, just
Owen
cameras are on.
reactivates whenever the podcast starts.
Yep. I'm just like
Podcast mode.
like one of those animatronics at Chuck E. Cheese. Put a quarter in me.
Yep. Five Nights
Where?
at Owen's.
I know where to put the quarter in.
Anywhere, dude.
In
Anywhere.
the slot.
Mm-hmm.
In the slot.
You choose.
He is really weird with his quarters. He's Jaron.
Hi, I'm Jaron. I am first cousins to Benjamin Franklin, I found out today.
That's
Nine
impossible.
9 times
How-
removed.
Oh, okay, I was going to
okay,
say
there
there's
it
got to
is.
be removed.
Well, I mean, it has
in
to be
there.
removed the further generation you go down.
Exactly
but
my point. When you said first cousins, I was like,
we share the same grandfather. Well, his father was one of my great grandfathers. Isn't that pretty cool?
Well.
I'm basically a founding father, and I deserve claim to the royalty here in the U.S.
No, the whole point of the U.S.
Benjamin
is there is no
Franklin?
royalty.
That's not what I've seen from the last year.
Touché.
Wait a minute.
He redeemed himself.
Boom. He is
All
a founding father.
Hey, we got Lando over here.
Hey guys, happy to be here. I mean, I enjoy my time on the podcast as well. It's a good time hanging out with my good buddies, talking about tech, science, and gadget-related things.
Yeah.
Good to be here. I also guys I want you guys to introduce you to who I feel is the most important part of the podcast. He's our host. His name's Tony.
Oh, all right. Hey,
He's
that's
gonna
me.
To be fair, let's just be clear. Tony was about to say Owen.
There. I did, yeah.
Just want everybody to know. Tony thinks I'm important.
You're the vanilla base, man. We all know this.
Throwback. Haven't heard that in a long time.
All right. Yeah, check me out on other Geek Show podcasts as well, or on Blue Sky, where I'm either tweeting or posting angry things or video game related things. That's about it. That's about all I do. All right. Hey, it's the best part of the show. Email. Do we have an email?
Sure do.
Yeah.
Now, this one kind of bleeds into arcade a bit, but it was sent to Helpdesk, and I still
I'll
think...
allow it.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks, Owen. Been waiting for that.
Most important part of the show allowed it.
Email from Colin. He says, Dear Helpdeskers, I need some advice for my son. He is studying game design for his major. He is getting to the point where he needs a PC to make games. What would he need to get a decent rig for this? Budget would be around $3,000 maybe. My wife keeps saying a gaming PC, but to me that means one to play games. I know that a gaming PC has different needs than one to make games, but I don't know the details. What advice can you give me? Any direction would be appreciated.
Guess what, Colin? Your wife's right.
Yep.
Quite literally.
Does this not
need-
matter?
No, it
I'm
doesn't.
raising my pen patiently.
Because you're probably gonna say get a Mac.
No, I wasn't going to say get a Mac. I was going to say something very similar to what you said, Tony.
All right, Lando. What do you got to say?
I was going to say it depends. It depends what kind of games you want to make. But
Yeah,
typically,
that's true.
whatever
But-
games, like if you want to make good high graphical games and do high intensity games, you need a gaming PC.
well, like-
With
well,
that
like-
being said, when you're just starting out, you probably don't need that. But if you're to the point where you actually need something serious, you
Well,
probably need something serious.
Here's the
Well,
thing. It's been a long
if-
time since you've been in game development, and now they have things like Unreal Engine that is very accessible to anyone.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
With, yeah, same
So
with
if they want
Unity.
to dabble in 3D at all, you probably would want a decent gaming rig.
Yeah.
Three grand can even with prices
$3
today can
grand
still
counts.
build you a pretty good gaming
I
rig.
have a question. About that. So would you guys still recommend the 9950 AMD for gaming, or is this an
No,
instance
so
where you would say
this
this
is-
is better for coding
Yeah.
and for building rendering, like the 9950 versus the 98 whatever
This is
X3D?
Well, that's the
This
right?
thing
is
is,
the-
if you're creating assets, you're gonna like in 3D
Well, and you're gonna do-
assets, you're gonna need some serious horsepower.
You're going to do a lot of what's it called when you
Compiling?
compiling? Yeah, so you're going to want a more powerful CPU than the 9800X3D. So I would say go.
Hey, I know someone who's selling a 9800X3D for
What?
a wonderful price. That guy's me. It plays games wonderfully, but yeah, Tony's probably right.
This is not eBay.
Yeah, I would say go with a 9950 or a 9950X3D.
Right.
Uh,
Because
either-
because
either one
those
of
do
those.
better on those compiling those
Yeah.
single-threaded processes, right? Like they.
And
Not single-threaded,
and
no.
multi-threaded.
Multi-threaded.
is what
Multi-threaded,
they do better
okay.
on. But yeah, Interrupting Cow points out that they have those RTX cards that are for workstations. I would still say get a regular RTX card just because the workstation cards are 99% the same as the gaming cards, except much, much more expensive.
Right.
So
What do they add?
more VRAM usually.
Oh, okay. Okay.
More VRAM.
For
and
like
really the only
AI
difference-
training and stuff like that, right?
Nah, it's all the same. The only difference is you might consider installing, instead of the game drivers, the studio drivers.
Oh,
Is that what they're
right.
called? Studio drivers? There's
they
two
are.
sets of drivers NVIDIA offers.
Yeah,
One
there's
for
the
playing
game ready-
games,
game
one's
ready
for more
and
productivity
studio.
stuff.
The one thing I will say about the drivers, make sure you're downloading them from a reputable web page, because if you try to download your drivers from an unreputable web page, you might get your Bitcoin stolen. So
It's
just
true.
be careful of that.
But that wasn't drivers, you jackass. That was an overclocking program.
Tomato. It's really close.
That was MSI Alto Burner.
Burner.
Alto Burner, which is okay.
Russian.
That's a good throwback too, right there. Alto
All
Burner.
right.
I saw my opportunity and I snatched it.
I would have taken it for sure.
It's been a minute. To be fair, Tony's losses are way down. So
That's fair
you
too.
know, like you lost some
And
Bitcoin, but it's
Who's to know
it's
if I would have
tanked.
sold it or if I'd still
Yeah.
been sitting on it?
Yeah, sure.
Chances are I'd still be sitting on it, and it would
And
I'd
crying with
still
the
sit
rest
on
of
it.
everybody
Yep,
else.
Cry with everybody. So it's a lose-lose situation
Okay. Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make it a win-win for you either way?
Crypto for me has been a lose-lose.
Lose turns into a positive. Two negatives
two
make
negatives.
a positive.
I like this math. This is
was a win for you. You
I'm
should be-
feeling
you should be
pretty
grateful
feeling
you
pretty
got
good
half.
about that. I'm feeling pretty good about that
Yep.
math, Jaron.
the
Thank you.
biggest.
We're gonna go get a new Bitcoin miner just now. I just did it.
The one other thing back to the email that I would say is maybe consider a pre-built as well, because you can get more bang for your buck in the parts with a pre-built right now versus
Sadly, yes.
Give him a
versus
hot
build
list.
your own.
Give him a hot list of the things he should focus on for a computing PC versus like a
You're gonna wanna
gaming.
get the
Higher, better processor, heavier processor.
yep.
And other than that,
same thing as always. You want the most processor you can afford. You want the most GPU you can afford, and you want the most RAM you can afford. That's the same
would you?
all
Is
around.
there an Intel option you would push for right now on that?
Yeah, like the what is it? The Intel 285 or something like that. Ultra 9 285.
Yeah.
They're desktop, high-end desktop stuff.
After that,
So-
for motherboard, just look for the perks. Like, do you want more storage? Do you want to do a RAID for backups? Like,
Don't do a
Yeah.
RAID. It's not worth it.
it might be worth it if he needs to do
100%
redundancy.
not worth it. Solid state drives are so fast now that there's no reason to do a RAID.
It's just for redundancy. So if one solid state drive dies, there's a backup.
Well, in this economy, you're gonna be buying multiple solid state drives.
Depends
to
on if
back
you
up
how
your
much
data.
if your software is
Let me
worth
tell you, you're
$100,000.
You're not.
Then
Owen.
then a $400 SSD is gonna be
Remember his budget, $3,000.
yeah.
$3,000 will get you plenty.
It should get you something good though.
Get yourself
But,
a couple
yeah. There you go.
SSDs.
Thanks for writing in, Colin. Did I get it?
Colin.
Let's go. Nailed it.
Colin first. I mean, it's
Whoa.
amazing he
From
listens to our
across the-
podcast.
Yeah, from
He's
across
the
the pond.
yeah. This guy.
Any other emails?
Nope, that's it.
All right, very cool. Let's see. You know what? The second best part of the show. We got the good old carbonation station. All right. I come bearing a review of a bucked up. We have bucked up LFG burn green apple apple orchard green apple basically. So now this comes in a 12-ounce can instead of the normal bucked up 16-ounce can. As a result, it's got less caffeine and
How much? I like this.
160 milligrams.
I'm in.
In a 12-ounce. So not a bad amount. Not
That's
a lot.
12 ounces? That looks big. Have your hands shrunk?
12 ounce.
Maybe you can crush the can with your hands from the outside and record a video of yourself
It
doing
might
it.
take two hands.
I heard it's rough.
Yeah, but this one is geared towards more of a pre-workout It's got, but of course, most bucked ups are actually as well, and people just drink them as energy drinks. But it's green apple with white peach and white grape flavor. That's why it's called Apple Orchard. It's got a couple different flavors in there. And as far as kick goes, it's got a solid kick. Oh, of note, it is 160 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous, so it will burn through your system faster than natural caffeine. So for
It's almost like different types of caffeine have different potency. But who am I to say?
I've been saying that for weeks now, and you just can't grasp it, Lando.
Nope, I don't understand what you're saying. Different types of caffeine, different potency.
Yeah,
I'm sticking with it.
But yeah,
It's my lived experience. Don't gaslight me.
it's pretty good stuff. I would say the kick, you got a solid 7.5, 8 on the kick. And then flavor is, if you like apple flavor with some other kind of fruits thrown in there a little bit on the side, it's pretty solid. I'd say solid 7.5 on the flavor as well.
And it's a 0?
It's a 0, yeah, for sure.
Does it come in a full sugar version?
No, Bucked Up doesn't sell any full sugar.
No sugar. No sugar at the Bucked Up.
I don't think Bucked Up sells a single sugary energy drink. But yeah, I liked it. It's one that I would definitely, I would say if I found it on sale, I'd buy it again. Would I pay full price? Meh. But it's pretty dang good. And Lando has one. I actually saw this at the 7-Eleven today and thought about buying it.
It's the new Cherry Sakura Red Bull. This is the spring
sugary
edition.
one, right?
What?
You got the sugary one,
Of course I got the full sugar one, Tony. What do I look like?
Oh, I'm just saying.
I prefer
Just
full
making sure.
sugar. Full sugar.
I'm confused. Do you like LaCroix or not? I'm getting the wrong impression here.
See,
I love me some LaCroix.
Why? It
But does it mean I can't love full sugar too, Jaron?
kind of does.
I
That's
don't
why I
know.
usually drink
you know
LaCroix
what?
to prevent me from drinking the full sugar soda.
I don't say this very often. It might be the first time ever, but I'm with Lando on this one. You can have both. You can love both.
Thanks.
I'm confused. I don't know what to believe.
Anyhow, this is the
Jekyll
spring
and-
edition.
Jekyll and
and
Hyde,
it
I
comes
think.
out pretty quick. Usually, if you see it in one store, you'll start seeing it in all the other stores pretty fast. Owen actually beat me to the punch on this one. So when I bought it, I sent a picture, and for Tony's sake.
I had just tried it that day.
Yeah. And here's the most apt description you'll ever hear in the entire world. It tastes like a cherry Jolly Rancher.
I like that.
Period. End of story. In the best way possible. It is incredibly good. This might be one of my new favorite Red Bull flavors they've ever had. And here's the problem with Red Bull flavors is I like them a lot. And they're in these limited time
Yeah.
flavors and they go away and it makes me angry.
So you gotta
but
buy,
yeah, this was-
so you got to buy gallons of it at a time.
Yeah. If you like cherry, you're going to like this. Period.
Yeah.
Even Interrupting
Well-
Cow said fake cherry flavors are icky. This one's really good.
I
So
think what you mean to say, if you like cherry candy flavor, this is for you. Because it
That's a
probably
fair
doesn't
point.
taste like real cherries, right?
nah, real cherries are gross. Candy flavors, candy cherries where it's at.
You don't like real cherries, Lando?
I don't. They're fine. I'll eat them.
I
But
like
Cherry's
both.
delicious.
I like both.
if you presented me with an apple pie and a
fruit?
cherry pie, I'm
You're
choosing the
going
apple pie every time.
Oh yeah, who wouldn't?
Well,
But cherries
yeah,
are still good.
Naturally. I like cherries, but only raw.
Yeah.
Just eating them like grapes.
Oh,
kinda
there's
thing.
nothing
That's
better
how
when
I
you go
like
into
cherries.
Harmon's and you're
I don't
like, that bag's going to cost me $12, but
gonna be
I'm buying that
delicious.
bag of cherries right there because they're ruby red.
Yep.
They look like giant pomegranate seeds, which are also delicious.
Also delicious. Anyhow,
Indeed.
I give the flavor a 9 out of 10, and the kick
Nice.
the same as regular Red Bull. So
All right, there you go.
I'm glad I'm spitting facts. I love that.
It's odd, right? It's pretty,
get
pretty
used to it.
strange. Yeah.
Don't get used to it. I
What a
spit
nice-
facts all the time.
What a nice
smart.
change.
The smartest guy here.
Disinformation more than often.
Yeah, usually that's me.
All right. We got some interesting stories this week. I think we're going to kick it off, though, with all the Apple hardware that was announced because there
Good
was
bites.
quite a bit of Apple hardware announced this week in a non-Apple way with just
And there's
press
more to come,
releases.
right? There's
I
more
love
later this
it.
week.
I don't
If
think
they're
there's-
not big changes, just release it like this. This is wonderful.
Isn't there like
Is
another?
there
There is an
more?
event coming up too, right? They did
Yeah.
send out invites.
No, it's like
was-
it seems like a hands-on thing more than anything.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
just...
that's still an event, Jaron.
It's not a press... No. it's not
no.
broadcasted with everyone watching the preview.
You don't have
video
to
and
have,
There's
all
have
that.
no-
a broadcast
there's
to
not
have
a-
an event.
There's
That's
not
the
a
whole
single
point we're
person
When
making.
you
dancing.
have a precedent like Apple with their events, you can't call it an event.
Then what is it? A gala? A gathering?
Hands-on demo.
Yeah, without the
Yeah,
dancing.
hands-on
can
demo
it-
what, Tony?
with-
That sounds
without the dancing.
It's
can
a
it
what?
be
You
called an
invite
event?
press people to do hands-on
This is one of
It's a
those
gathering
weird
called
hills that
an-
Lando's going to die on.
Yeah.
event.
Indeed
It's a hands-on event. That's my point.
Hands-on demo. All right. So
Event. Hands-on demo event.
Still trying to find the correct middle ground for him to be right and wrong at the same time.
Are they going to announce anything else this week? If they do,
Yeah,
it'd probably
tomorrow.
be like studio.
It's
right?
the
I-
MacBook Neo.
I thought
and
for
It's
sure
been leaked quite heavily.
there was releases every day this week, but I might be wrong on that.
So far they have released the iPhone 17e, which is your budget entry to the iPhone,
Which is only
and
$200 cheaper.
it's $200 cheaper. You don't get a 120 hertz screen. I don't even. It is OLED though, right?
It is OLED, yeah.
Okay, so it is OLED.
And you
but
get the notch, not the cutout.
Yep, you get the notch, not the cutout.
You also get the magnet.
You get.
They did
Qi2
add
MagSafe.
MagSafe this time,
Yep.
so that's nice.
48 megapixel fusion camera. It's the same one basically as what was in the 16e. 6.1 inch screen.
Double the storage.
Ceramic shield 2, so you got better scratch resistance. Still rocking the C1X cellular modem in there, which is Apple's homegrown modem tech.
It's
Does anybody
new.
not use
Last
the
time it
Gorilla
was
Glass?
C1.
That's right. C1 was last time. This is C1X, so slightly, evolved or tweaked or whatever.
It starts with double the storage.
Yep, starts with
It's a big
double the
deal.
storage, which is good. A19 for the chip on there. I mean, plenty powerful for basically anyone. And it starts with, since they're pushing their AI intelligence stuff, 12 gigs of RAM is, I believe, right? Is that right?
On the
Or is it?
They don't
I
ever
don't pay attention to
confirm
those
RAM.
numbers because I don't care.
It would have to be independently verified.
It was okay. It was later on. I was reading about the iPad Air M4. That one does have 12 gigs of RAM, and it is
Also a 60 hertz screen, unfortunately.
That's the thing. These they take these.
does it feel like they're like two steps forward, one step back?
Apple is always
Well-
behind on the refresh rate game. Just wait till we get to their monitors. It
Right,
will.
and the thing about this is they could do it. They just choose not to because they want you to buy the next level up for the phones and for the
part of
iPad.
their-
It's a price ladder.
Yep, it's a price ladder. Even though it would probably cost them pennies per unit to make that change,
But then there'd be no middle option to,
or
or
perhaps
better option
perhaps
to
a
show that you
dollar.
are more elite. You know,
They want
right.
that upgrade pass later on.
Yep. Exclusively for everyone.
Who wants a
right
medium when he can buy a large? And who wants a large when he can get an extra large? Owen, duh,
So-
buy the extra
that's the
large.
whole thing. It's a whole thing.
It's got the M4 chip in the iPad Air. You're getting an 11-inch and a 13-inch version. 11-inch starts at $599. 13-inch starts at $799, and they start at the 128 gig storage size. Yeah, so better chip in there. I mean, if you're not too bothered by the LCD display with 60 hertz, then this is a freaking fantastic tablet that's gonna run everything really well and last you
If
a
you're
long
just
time.
watching like YouTube on it and consuming media like that, you'll be okay. It's fine
Consuming
for that.
media, you want the OLED.
Didn't you
that's
say it had
exactly-
no LED?
No,
Oh, that was the
it's
phone.
LCD,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. If you're okay with LCD and you're okay with 60 hertz,
If you've
then
never
this
seen
is-
an OLED screen before in your life.
Right. See, there's the keys. There's a bunch of people that haven't, and they don't know what they're missing.
You remember
Like
Lando
Lando
was
and
one of
like
those?
Lando until a couple months ago, right?
Yeah,
Lando, you were just fine. In fact, you would swear that you didn't even need it.
yeah,
but
but
now
now
you've
that I
seen it.
have seen it on my iPad Pro, man, it's nice.
That's how
it's
I was.
really nice.
That's how I was with PC gaming. I was an Xbox.
Although I
Halo
will tell
guy,
you an
and I
OLED
thought-
story. You
I
want to hear an
thought-
OLED
I
story
thought-
real quick?
I thought this is fine until I watched
Always
the PC.
down for an OLED story.
Yep.
So I recently had an employee who who left my department, and he was rocking a 48-inch OLED monitor, and I'm like,
Oh, you've inherited it.
That's a
I think I'm gonna
TV.
inherit that, and so I tried it. I will tell you, the blacks were very nice. It looked very good. It was all very nice. It had this feature that every so often it would start dimming, and it would drive me crazy. And there's no way to turn that off.
There usually is a way to turn that
There
off.
wasn't. I dug through all the menus, all the everythings. Another guy who works for me, he has the same monitor. I'm like, how do I turn this off? He's like, what I do is I find the highest contrast window every once in a while and shake it, and it just fixes itself. I'm like, you live that way?
That's like rebooting your router every night.
Yeah,
I
I
think
switched-
that is
bullcrap.
the problem
I
with the
switched back.
TV.
Yeah,
like
that's-
my
It's
OLED,
the monitor problem with the monitor.
my OLED monitor doesn't do that, but when I had a TV as a monitor, it
Yeah.
did do that.
Is this an LG OLED? LG C something, C2, C3?
I can't remember what kind it is off the top of my head. I don't know. I can't remember.
Probably is. And that's a TV feature.
Yeah, it was a feature for sure, but I just
Yep.
as pretty as it was, I couldn't make the sacrifice. I tried real hard for 2 days. 2 days straight I tried.
You bailed on it?
Poke around and see if there's a way for you to get into the lower level settings. Like the factory, the actual.
I have the LG
you ha-
remote that
yeah,
will do that.
Sometimes you need a special remote, but it'll get you into a sub level of the settings where you can actually disable
Yeah,
stuff.
you
like
can
I'll check
disable
that out.
that.
I'll
And I
check
have
it
the
out.
remote if you want to borrow it.
There you go.
Okay, I'll check it out.
All right.
Thank
also
you. You've been
announced
very helpful.
Apple MacBook Pro with the M5 Pro and the M5 Max. Jaren's going to go into more detail on the chips, but as far as the actual devices themselves go, they're almost identical. From
Hey, Bluetooth 6, Tony.
yeah, Bluetooth 6, but everything else is basically the same except for the starting price has gone up, but also the starting specs have gone up, and they now start at 24 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte of storage. So $200 increase in price, but you are getting 50% more RAM and 100% more storage. for
Let
that
it be known, though,
$200.
their RAM prices have not increased.
Yep.
And I'll tell you why. Because they've always charged
much.
pre-Ramageddon prices.
Yeah.
Now
They
they're
were
just in line with
prepared.
everybody else.
Decades in advance.
These are
Ahead
the
of the
ants.
curve.
These are the ants that have been gathering for winter.
Ahead
and
of the
now
curve.
here they are.
So yep, but yeah, other than that, they're basically identical. New MacBook Air. So Apple upgraded the MacBook Air with the M4 chipset last year, and now they've got the M5 in there. Also boosted the base storage to 512 instead of 256. And are claiming 2x the performance on read-write compared to the previous generation, and that's really nothing to do with them making it faster. What it has to do with is they now have 2 memory chips that they're reading from simultaneously.
Oh, really?
Two
So
storage
they're not
chips.
using like PCI Express 5 drives
No,
or
no,
something
no.
like that.
I would put money on it's just they have 2 chips now, and so you can read them simultaneously, double the bandwidth because there's 2. But because they had that problem with was it the M3 or the M2? If you didn't get a high enough storage level, your storage speed was a lot lower for that same reason. So I bet it's the same. And then Studio Display XR.
Ugh.
I think they made a huge mistake here switching to 27-inch monitors from 32. They're keeping the same resolution, though, 5K.
I don't think it's ever been 32. When was it ever 32?
I don't think it's been 32. I
I
think it's
thought the
27.
previous ones were 32, weren't they?
No,
Oh, they
I
were
don't think
27s
so.
too? I think they made a mistake in never releasing a 32. But yeah, so you got your Super Retina 5K XDR screen, mini LED with more than 2,000 dimming zones, which is a lot of dimming zones. Peak HDR brightness of 2,000 nits. Engadget says nuts right here. 2,000 nuts. Along with...
They knew what they were doing.
They knew. Wider color gamut. Studio Display XDR has a whopping 120 hertz refresh rate.
Well, welcome to 8 years, 10 years, 15
Yeah,
years ago.
Welcome to 2015, Apple. And you have a stand that's tilt and height adjustable out of the box. You don't have to pay extra to move your
Whoa,
screen.
that's a
up and
$1,000
down.
savings right there.
$1,000 savings.
That's
They're
crazy.
still too much money for what they are.
And how much does this cost?
$3,300.
That's stupid money for a monitor. That's just
$3,300.
Now-
dumb.
The only thing that makes this worth it is all of the previous ones in the past I've read are color accurate to the point where they could almost basically be studio grade monitors for like movie edit, like professional movie editing and stuff like that. And the monitors that you want to get for those
Reference monitors.
thank you. Reference monitors are double, triple the price. So in that aspect, maybe not so bad of, it's not that bad of a deal, but for the aspect of just I'm an
If
Apple
you
guy and I
are
want
a
an
normal
Apple monitor,
human,
yeah,
don't get them if you're a normal human. There are so many better options out there.
for half, 1/3 the price, The other bonus it has is it is also a Thunderbolt hub with support for up to 140 watt charging.
So was my monitor, but it didn't cost me $3,300.
Right. Now the base monitor, $1,600, and that'll get you a 27-inch 5K Retina display with up to 600 nits of brightness. So you're getting about 1/4 the brightness, and P3 wide color gamut, which I think is that the same? No, that's less. That's less color gamut.
And how many hertz on this one?
60, baby. 60 hertz.
How much is it?
And don't forget that no longer does it come with height adjustable stand. You have to pay an extra $400 if you want the height adjustable stand.
Why?
Again.
Why are they so bad with monitors?
$400 on top of the
Because
base
it's
price.
something they can charge with.
The base price of $1,600.
So if you want that, you need to pay that $2,000. If you need height adjustable, you gotta have $2,000.
$2,000.
Well, if you're paying $2,000, you might as well pay that extra grand for the $3,000 one.
Extra.
This is the point, man.
extra $1,300.
It's the middleware.
They also offer
So
that
stupid.
nano texture glass for an extra $300 on each model.
I do like the nano textured glass.
If you want to have not cut down on glare.
Kind of hate it. I got it on my M4 MacBook Pro. It is so hard to clean. Like, it does not come clean.
That's interesting. I don't have a problem cleaning my iPad with
You
it.
have to always use the cleaning solution in order to get it smudge free.
I
have to-
use 70% alcohol, cleaning alcohol, like rubbing alcohol.
Well, I think the point
Well,
Jeremy is
straight.
making is you can't just grab a
Like one of the
microfiber and
micro-
get it clean. You have
Right.
to have a
You
solution.
have to use the
of some
solution
sort.
every
You
time.
do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even then, it's like you have to clean it for twice as long as the normal.
Well, stop touching your screen.
I don't. I never touch it.
Then how does it get dirty?
When you close the lid, it touches some of the keycaps very
Finger grease.
so slightly.
And those have
And
oil
it,
on them. From
It attracts
typing.
dust, and so over time, it just gets gross no matter what.
Sounds like a skill issue to me. That's all. Moving on.
I just don't like the cut in contrast you get when you do a nano texture like that. With the glossy, you get better contrast on glossy.
Sure.
So
I'd be. Have you ever seen one side by side?
yeah.
Okay.
It's still great. Don't get me wrong, but especially in my use case where I use my iPad to read comic books most of the time, I want that extra color and contrast pop.
That's a fair
sure.
point. I'm okay with that point.
I like the matte for work, besides the cleaning thing, like I mentioned.
should be fine
But
for
for gaming, for consumption, yeah,
sure.
don't do matte.
For sure. All right, Jaron, tell us about the new chips.
So it's
Corn chips.
based off. I love me some corn chips. It's based off of M5, which came out in 2025.
What, like 6 months ago, something like that?
Yeah, they have made some changes. So we have the Pro and the Max, just like previous generations, and they've done some renaming and introduction of new types of cores. So what was named, was it performance cores before, are now called super cores.
Yeah.
More
And
marketable.
efficiency cores, they exist in the M5, but they no longer exist in the M5 Pro and Max. They now have something called performance cores, and it's kind of like a middle between efficiency and super. So it's like a middle ground between the two. So
How-
overall,
Was
What
that
was
going
that,
to
Tony?
affect? Is that going to affect battery life?
I mean, they're still claiming like 24 hours of battery life, which is
Maybe
insane.
not. Yeah.
So I don't think so. We'll see like how the real world numbers are when people get their hands on this thing. But yeah, it looks pretty nice. In the M5 Max, they have 40 GPU cores, which I think is a bump from what it was.
I think it
last.
was it 36 before, or has it
Gosh.
always been? Well, here's the thing: there were two kinds of Max chips. There was one with
Right.
more cores and one with less cores.
Oh no! So it did get up to 40 on the M4 Max.
Yeah.
Okay, so really no change there. But as you would expect, a generational one generational improvement there. So again, we need to see benchmarks to see how these truly are, but they've redone the architecture a bit, and it's looking pretty good. Just like all the M series chips, they are fantastic at making chips.
They're claiming big ray tracing gains with this GPU change.
I wish I could get excited for that.
Here's the problem with Apple chips is I always get really excited, and then the actual benchmarks come out, not just their nonsense graphs that have no actual like frame of reference, and then the new numbers come out, and I'm like, oh. For what they are and for the amount of power they use, they are amazing.
Yeah, one step closer.
But when you sit there and actually compare it to like a 5090 for the GPU, you know, or a 5090 mobile or a 5080 mobile, they just get annihilated. Right?
Yeah, but M4 Max can do this on battery power, unlike
That's
5090 mobile.
That's a difference for sure. Like I said, the performance per watt is unbeatable. Nobody's coming close on that right now. So interesting. We'll see how it pans out. Let's see. Let's talk about Microsoft and their terrible naming conventions.
Is this me?
This is you.
Oh, this is they don't.
Is that me?
This is different. This is not about their naming conventions. This is some internet doing its thing.
I missed nickname. I just heard Copilot's new name, nickname. Okay,
So
that was my fault.
This is Tony.
So
You get a pass, Owen.
Yeah. So Microsoft has a Discord channel. It's official Copilot Discord channel, and they didn't like something that was happening in there. The term microslop started trending and becoming used to.
Ouch!
It started becoming used to describe anything that Copilot does.
Dang.
Because Copilot is just not. It's not towing the line.
It's not good.
Compared to other competitors. Now, there's benefits of using Copilot in your organization because it keeps everything inside. You can do a lot of DLB tracking. If you have employees that are not as security minded, they're dropping financials and other protected data in there and being stupid about it.
Hey, why did you call out financials?
Because usually it's finance bros that are doing it.
Hey.
And salespeople.
Oh, wait,
that
I'm
are
not a finance bro. I'm
then salespeople that are linked to the finance. You know, they're dropping the inside. Anyway, Microsoft did not
Really
like
specific.
that. Microsoft did not like that. They banned the word microslop on the Discord server. It took a little. They're like, this is not a democracy.
Wait, we don't like this.
They don't. There's no First Amendment in here. If you tried
in
to
our
use
country.
I didn't. Yep. Anyway, so they didn't want to. If you perchance tried to use the term microslop, you got the message that your message was not delivered because it contained words that were inappropriate. I want to say
banned phrases, banned words.
yeah, explicit or something like that. Yeah, and they would say it's prevented. The message includes language deemed inappropriate under the server's rules. So what do you think people did?
Just throw some leet speak in there.
They just put some zeros in there.
Of course they
started using a zero instead of an O.
For the same reason, back in the day, you'd see people type prawn.
Mm-hmm.
PR0N.
And so you can expect that whatever angry system admin was like, no, they don't. Not with my baby. He's going to ban that. Then they'll change another O. So basically, the admin's going to have to sit there and try and think of all the different iterations that they could do with dashes,
And then
hyphens.
still miss a bunch, I'm sure.
And imagine putting spaces in. Imagine putting, it's not worth it. And now that you've made a big deal about it,
They're drawing attention to it.
now you've tried to ban it.
Streisand effect.
Well, now it's likely going to cement that name forever.
Did you guys
Sorry.
ever? Yeah,
Is that the
you guys-
Streisand? I need to
guys
learn
ever
about
look-
the
You guys ever
Streisand
look it up?
effect.
The
No.
Streisand effect.
I need-
What it comes from? Obviously, it comes from Barbara Streisand, right?
Yeah.
The story is that back in the day, someone was taking pictures for something like Getty Images, like
One of those Imager or something.
yeah, free picture packs for people to use, and they took a picture of a coast in California that had her house in the frame on one of the pictures, and somehow they found out about that, and I don't know if I can't remember if she mentioned it to her lawyer or if her lawyer mentioned it to her, but apparently they decided, and I was reading an account from Barbara Streisand later on. She said she never told the lawyer to take it this far, but the lawyer put up a huge stink and told everybody, got to take this picture down. This picture's private property.
Yeah, right.
Blah blah
Yeah.
blah. All this stuff, and so it became very widely known on the internet.
Yeah.
Barbara Streisand's house is in this picture. Before they put the cease and desist and all that stuff together, the picture had been viewed 3 times.
Yeah.
After they did the cease and desist and all of that and went through all of the stuff, it got viewed hundreds of thousands of times
course.
after they told everyone, don't look
Yeah.
at this picture.
Right.
You got to take
It's
this
like
picture
saying,
down.
"Hey, Tony, don't think of a pink elephant."
Exactly.
What'd you just think
This
of,
is-
Tony?
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
And this is the
Well,
thing.
Penguin.
This is the internet's superpower, right?
Yep.
And hackers and nerds in general, like, don't push the button. I kind of have to push the button now.
Right?
I kind of I can't not and still remain who I am. So yeah, so they're micro slop, spread it around. That's what they get for trying to stop that. You can't take back your own nickname. I'm sorry, Microsoft.
Yep.
Just the way it is.
It's out there. Now, I'm pretty sure all the things I said was true about the Streisand effect. The gist of
Tony,
it was true.
Tony.
for me.
I was
Tony.
buying every word of
Tony.
it, Tony.
Just saying.
People don't come here for the
People
truth,
don't
Tony.
fact check.
Look at me. Look at this. Look at what I provide
gonna
here. They're
blindly
not here
believe.
for the truth. They're here
All
for
right. They're here for the enter-truthment.
They're
right?
here for the intertruthment, which is a garnishment on top of truth.
edutainment.
It's like licking the frosting off a cupcake. It's the good part.
Frosting is not the good part.
It's not. I usually scrape it off. I just wanted the analogy. Oh,
I mean, what are you, 3 years old?
no. I'm much older than that.
4?
Much older.
All right.
He's looking up the Streisand effect right
No.
now.
I was typing down here for the enter-truthment. Oh, I think that's going to be the
It's gonna be
title
a
of the
title.
episode. Unless someone else says something that
Nope.
makes me laugh more. Okay. What were we talking about? Oh, Copilot AI. I have an AI story here as
I
well.
want to hear it.
Here's one that's you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it at all. So in the news lately, we've been seeing a whole lot about the government's use of AI contracts with things like OpenAI and Anthropic. And
They went to war with
all of
the
these
CIA
things.
or whatever. They went to war with
So-
them. Said Anthropic pulled
The
out.
Department of Defense,
Department
now
of
war.
Defense. Yeah, DoD.
Yep.
saw one of the-
hate this.
Kind of triggered Lando.
Yeah, he did. So Anthropic basically said, you can't use our stuff to do anything that would violate the rights of American citizens.
Hexeth was really
And
leaning on
Hexeth
them.
was like, but we would only ever use it to do good things.
And OpenAI said, put in the contract or we
And-
walk.
And yeah, and no, it was Anthropic. Anthropic
Yeah.
said, put it in the contract or we're out. And they wouldn't do it. And so then they turned to OpenAI.
And guess what they
OpenAI
did?
was like, Sam Altman's like, yeah, buddy.
We don't have a problem with that at all. We'll do
here-
whatever you want.
Here, whatever. You know what? We'll sign we'll write the contract up and sign it tonight. And they
See,
did it. They did it on
Guess
the 27th
guess
of
which
February.
AI I now use.
Yeah,
I bet
exactly.
you can't guess.
Claude.
Anthropic.
I hope you switched to Claude after
I
this.
sure did.
Yeah.
I
Open-
canceled my ChatGPT Premium $20 a month subscription as fast as I could.
Yep.
They took a hit. Anthropic is currently the leading AI tool in the Apple App Store right now and other app stores.
Exactly. And the funniest part is this story doesn't reference all of that. This story I've got references. I mean, it references, but it's not about that specifically.
Yeah.
This story specifically is about Sam Altman saying OpenAI will amend the Defense Department deal to prevent mass surveillance in the U.S. Now,
Can he
It's
do
already
that?
signed,
think about
bro.
that sentence for a minute. If they have to amend the deal, it was already signed, showing that they were okay with it being used for mass surveillance in the
Yeah.
U.S.
Well, they just
And
wanted
the other
deal
party
so
has
bad
to
that they-
agree to that because they
Yeah.
already agreed to the
They
base
already
terms.
signed it, right?
Right.
So this is just a PR thing where he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we'll back
fix it.
off. We'll fix it. We'll fix it." And government's like,
Yep.
"No."
We got what we wanted. See?
Yeah.
So let's see. Altman has published an internal memo previously sent to employees. He posted on X, telling them the company will tweak the agreement to add language that makes the point especially clear. It specifically says, quote, consistent with applicable laws, including the Fourth Amendment to the United States Constitution, National Security Act of 1947, FISA Act of
you
1978,
kidding
the AI
me?
system shall not be intentionally used for domestic surveillance of U.S. persons and nationals.
Do you know where that law in 1978 came around? Because of phone tapping.
For the avoidance of doubt, the department understands this limitation to prohibit deliberate tracking, surveillance, and or monitoring of U.S. persons or nationals, including through the procurement or use of commercially acquired persons or identifiable information. So this is them trying to do a cleanup, 100%.
But the other
In
party has
addition-
to agree to it, right?
Yeah, the other party has to agree to the amendments. So if they say no, then, well...
Then it's just
In
a
addition,
PR.
the OpenAI CEO has admitted in the memo that the company shouldn't have rushed to get the deal out on Friday, February 27th.
Are you
since the
kidding?
You
issues were
kidding me?
the
They
issues
had
were,
to act
quote,
before Anthropic
yeah,
took
exactly.
back, rethought about their decision.
Yep. Since the issues were, quote, super complex and demand clear communication, Altman explained that the company was, quote, trying to de-escalate things and avoid a much worse outcome.
The issues were super complex, so we rushed
So we
an
hurried
agreement
it up.
together in one
super
day
complex.
and signed
We
it
were-
right before the
we
weekend
were-
when everyone was
we
trying to
were-
get home.
We were trying to be peacekeepers. It seemed like Anthropic and the government were getting along, and we just wanted everybody to get along. So
we
we
want to sign this real
so
quick
we
on a
jumped
Friday.
in there and took all that money.
Yep, we want to sign this real quick on a Friday so everybody can get home, and also the news cycle will probably, hopefully, overlook it.
And you know what they did? Like, people are so burned out that we're all just like,
Yeah.
AI getting what now? And then, by the way, even though they pulled the deal, on Anthropic's AI designs in Warcraft were used, it is confirmed, for the strikes that happened in Iran
Yeah.
this last few days.
Yep. Let's see. Specifically, Hegseth had been pressuring Anthropic to remove its AI guardrails so it can be used for all, quote, lawful, end quote, purposes.
Yeah,
Oh.
lawful meaning any
Lawful in
executive.
whose definition?
Yeah,
Right.
any executive
Those-
decision. That
Those
they deem
include
lawful.
mass surveillance and the development of fully autonomous weapons.
Yeah, fully
Anthro-
this is how
Anthropic-
it starts.
Right. Anthropic refused to bow down to Hegseth's demands in a statement that said no amount of intimidation or punishment will change its position on mass domestic surveillance or fully autonomous weapons.
Oh, it
Oh,
makes
good
me
for
think
you,
of,
Anthropic.
makes me feel
Here's-
like this is that movie Look Up.
Here's the
Just-
kicker.
Yeah.
Here's the
Absolutely.
kicker. Trump issued the order as a result, and it was referring to the order of designating Anthropic as a, quote, supply chain risk.
Yeah, they
Which is
basically
typically reserved for Chinese companies believed to be working with their country's
Yep.
government. So,
retribution, pure retribution.
Let's talk about this for a second, okay? So by doing that on an American company, it is completely diluting the point of what they've been
Right.
claiming this is for against countries like China to protect U.S. citizens.
said-
By them doing this on a U.S.
all
company,
ego.
they are showing that this isn't actually about protecting the U.S. and the U.S.
That's
citizens.
retribution.
This
It's
is
about
a
ego.
tool that I use for
Yeah.
retribution.
America first. That's their policy,
Yeah.
and that's what we've been seeing for the last week.
America gets
crazy.
beat up first.
So anyway,
Good
Altman said in his conversation with U.S. officials, he reiterated that Anthropic shouldn't be designated as a supply chain risk, and that he hoped the Defense Department would offer it the same deal OpenAI agreed to. Just offer the same deal as us, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Jeez.
And he says, but if it had been the same, he thought Anthropic should have agreed to it.
Yeah, you don't want to get hit. You want to get hit, don't get back up.
Oh my gosh, this is wild. So anyway, there you go. That's your AI in the government
it's
update
so
for the week.
Ugh.
It's wild stuff.
Anytime it
Wild
gets
stuff.
close to government and politics, I just get super frustrated.
Well, I got a
Can't
government
imagine
story
why.
for you.
Let's hear it.
So in California, a new law called the California's Digital Age Assurance Act, or AB 1043, signed into law by Governor Gavin Newsom in October 2025, requires every operating system provider in California to collect age information from users at account setup. Here's the rub. How they define operating system. Anyone who develops, licenses, or controls the operating system, software on a computer, mobile device, or any other general purpose computing device. So, in very, very broad terms, it defines what an operating system is. So every operating system must do this. Now, for operating systems such as Mac OS or iOS or even Windows OS, not too big a
no
deal because they have a
age.
centralized account management, right? However, for things like Linux, right? How do you do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, Android, Linux, right?
Android, Linux, like even Android still has like Google accounts, so even that one's not too bad. But like, there's different flavors of Linux, none of which are centrally managed. They're all open source.
Tons.
They're all
It's
Yeah,
going to be
exactly.
it's going to be for corporations. There's going to be no way for them to force. They're going to carve out a consumer
so.
portion
Here's
to this.
it's funny you say that, Owen. So the way this is supposed to work is they're supposed to have an API available to developers who they can query and get age requirements back. The law does not require photo ID uploads or facial recognition, unlike some other things we've talked about in the past. Looking at you, Discord.
It's
But
really just a first step where you have to declare your age, and right? Is that what it makes you do
I
that
think
during
so. It's not.
declare
It's
age?
not very. According to the story, it's not very clear. But
Yeah,
it
that's the
has to
first.
be-
That's a first step for them to go after companies that aren't doing enough. So they declare their age. Make people declare their age. Then they get some contradicting information and saying, "Look, you're making people declare your age, but this
Yep.
12-year-old still got access without. They just
The-
lied about it." So
the law says commercially reasonable verification methods is what the law says. So how they actually implement that is
It's kind of open to interpretation.
yep. And
I
here's
guess.
here's the next part. So after he signed it, Governor Newsom issued a statement urging the legislator to amend the law before its effective date. If you thought that we needed to amend the law, why the crap did you sign it?
Yeah.
Anyway, beside the
Hey,
point.
this goes back to
Beside
what
the
we were
point.
talking about. Sam Altman.
ready,
Right?
fire, aim. Ready, fire, aim.
Citing concerns from streaming services and game developers about complexities such as multi-user accounts shared by a family member and user
Oh.
profiles utilized across multiple devices.
Wait, all the things weren't thought about?
All the things weren't thought about.
Just
Owen.
roll it out, patch it after it rolls out. What do they? It's a day one patch. You know?
Yep.
Yep. So anyway, it's super interesting. We've talked about something like when we talked about the Discord stuff, right? This is pretty similar. It feels like the days of being anonymous online are quickly coming to an end.
Well, now even offline. If this is an operating system like Linux or Windows, you don't have to get online. Does that still
That's
mean
true.
you have to age verify? This is moving to the hardware sphere where it's not even an online identity. Now you're linking your ID to hardware that may never touch the internet. So
It
why,
feels like
why?
we're in
True.
an inflection point for privacy and technology, if that makes sense.
1984.
So I think the next couple of years, things will be vastly different than they once were.
I find
for
this law
technology
very
and
hard.
computing.
Will be very hard to prosecute or enforce.
Yeah, how are you going to
You know?
enforce this?
Yeah,
right?
those are all questions that no one knows the answers to.
So,
But
All right.
it's we did the right thing, guys. We passed laws that protect the kids.
Guarantee you that the companies like Windows, Apple, they'll put a thing in there that you can turn off during the out of box experience, right? Like right now, if I'm installing Windows, I can go in and build a specific version of the Windows install with Rufus that says, "Don't ask me about all this crap in the don't ask me to do the network
Should
part."
highlight that comment, Tony.
So
Which one? This latest one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's same. I just said 1984. Yeah, as well.
Yep,
Yeah.
the future will be a tech-filled version of 1984. Exactly the direction we're heading.
Yep.
So anyway, it was
Indeed.
just interesting, and I thought it was worth mentioning since we talked about.
put on the
Discord stuff
record
a
that I
couple weeks
agree
ago.
with that. I put on the record that I'm with whoever's in charge. I don't want to get put away.
I want everyone to know that I support
Whoever's in charge.
is in charge at the
Whoever's
time
in
of listening
charge.
to this statement.
To this statement, please don't put me into a box.
I don't want to be a battery.
Don't put I am too funny to be a battery. Okay, you're wasting me.
It's a
If they
waste.
put me in a box with a gaming PC, I'd be okay with it.
Oh man, what if they're like, hey, what if everybody got to choose? Would you go into the Matrix if you could choose your dream life? though?
100% I go to the Matrix.
If you're like, hey,
I
I
don't
want to
know,
be,
'cause
I want to
remember-
be Gavin Newsom.
They said they tried that.
But they
tried
didn't-
giving people
True,
their perfect
but-
versions of
True,
reality.
they tried
people
giving it to
eventually
them
just
without-
rebelled.
Only because they weren't to choose it. If you gave me the choice, do you want to have your life look around me, McDonald's and cans falling over, or would you rather be on a yacht with
Your
Gavin
room looks
Newsom?
wonderful, Owen.
Why would
It
you want
does,
to be on a
right?
yacht with Gavin Newsom?
Be Gavin Newsom. Like, do you want to
Gasm Newsom?
Orgasm,
Gasm
orgasm,
Orgasm Newsom.
or Gavin Newsom? Just say, I would choose it. Just like what's his name? Cyclops, Sirius, Circus, whatever that guy's name.
Siler.
God, that was so close.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, it tastes like a steak because I think it is.
Yep.
Okay,
I don't actually know what a steak tastes like. But
Yeah.
they've told me this is what it tastes.
and it tastes
like.
much
and
better than mush.
I love it. All right, moving along. Interesting news here from. Well, I'll do that story actually after. Jaron, let's talk about. We didn't get to this one last week. Projector.
Anchor X1 Pro. It is the most gadgety of all gadgets I've seen in years.
Do you need
All right.
it?
If it costs less than $5,000, I might consider it.
Oh, is it not in your impulse buy range? I
is.
know that's a little higher than.
It's 4,999.
Hey.
Just in that range. Okay.
Right in the range.
This is a portable projector. All right. It is 4K, as you would expect for $5,000. 3,500 lumens, ANSI lumens. Normal,
Wow.
like cheap portable projectors, they get up to like 700. So this is 5 times. Well, I don't know. If lumens is logarithmic, right? So you can't really tell how much brighter it is by numbers, but much brighter. Now, the crazy thing about this projector, it has 7.1.4 Dolby Atmos with it. The subwoofer is built into the projector itself. It's like this giant thing on wheels with a like a luggage style handle
It's just
that,
got a
that
lens,
pulls up.
a lens poking out the front.
Yeah, and so you may be wondering, how does it get Dolby Atmos 7.1.4? Well, there's speakers all in this thing. Wireless speakers that you pull out of it, stick where you want. They're battery powered and they connect wirelessly. It has folding robotic arms. It'll pop out with 2 of the speakers, which you can then pull off if you want and place them wherever you want. Like I said, the subwoofer is built into the projector itself. The subwoofer is how many watts?
17.
No. The subwoofer is much bigger than that.
Oh, 20.
Oh, Tony.
Just
160 watt subwoofer. There we
kidding. The
go.
regular speakers are 20 watts.
Yeah. This thing is nuts. And it has karaoke built
I was
into
gonna
it. So
say,
like
are those
has
microphones I see.
has a top flap where you stick
It's
2
like
microphones.
It's like the One Ring.
Yeah.
This is party mode in a box.
Does it have the writing around the edge?
If you get it hot enough, you can see the writing. Yeah, you got to heat it up.
Yeah, you got to throw it in the fire. Don't throw this in the fire.
It also acts as a Bluetooth speaker, so
You could stream to it too. What?
yeah, it does everything, man. It does everything.
I like the wireless speakers that you can pull off and
That's
place
pretty
around the
cool.
room. It's like a
It is-
mobile theater.
It's very neat.
It's like truly a mobile theater,
Like-
not just.
I wonder how many of these are going to sell. I'm guessing not much, but just the fact that Anchor would make something so gadgety and wonderful, it's awesome.
It warms the cockles of my heart.
Way to
Yes.
go, Anchor!
Nice.
All
You
them
have
battery
cockles in your heart?
all those battery
17 of
sales
them.
finally paid off. All those batteries,
All those battery packs.
all those battery packs
Charger bricks.
Charger bricks finally made you look what you did. You came out with something.
All
This
right.
is Homer Simpson's Entertainment Center, by the way. They let some engineer just be like, I can design it myself. So you know Homer Simpson's
Like the
car.
car.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird though, because like when I think portable projector, I think something I could take camping.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
This thing,
requires a
it-
power source for sure, right?
It would, and it's freaking huge. You can't really
It's like
roll it
carry-on
over bumpy ground.
Yeah, it's like carry-on luggage size.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's for events. This is for events.
Yeah.
Like weddings and parties and bar
All right.
mitzvahs, etc.
72 pounds. So it's not
Woof.
something you really want to take.
That's burly.
Okay, that's a backpacking weight for me.
All right, lightning
BS.
round real quick. Donut Labs BS testing continues with their solid state.
Have you guys been getting the
batteries.
batteries for that? Have you guys been getting the emails for that?
Yeah.
Okay, because I've been getting those, but they were going to my spam.
So they still didn't get to the really interesting numbers that we want them to show off yet. This one was discharge tests at high temperatures. So they have claimed that it can discharge basically normally at up to 100 Celsius temperature-wise. And so they basically did this. They tested it at room temperature, 20 degrees Celsius, and it delivered 24.9 amps of discharge capability, which is slightly lower than the stated 26 amps of this battery pack. And then they boosted the external temperature to 80 degrees Celsius, and it discharged that same 24 amp hour rate and discharged it at 27.5, which is actually 110% of what it did at room temperature. And then they bumped it up to 100 degrees Celsius, and it went to 27.6, so down a little bit, but still 107% of what their room temperature discharge was.
100 degrees Celsius, 212 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that's
also
boiling.
the boiling point of water.
Exactly. So for
Insane.
context on this, most conventional lithium-ion pouch cells face some pretty serious degradation when you're using them at those temperatures, and also have a significant risk of thermal runaway.
And that's with no cooling involved, right? You'd assume they'd keep active cooling to keep it well
Right,
below 100
yeah.
degrees C.
Yep.
Because usually road temps coming off of like reflected roadways and stuff are going to boost batteries
It can, yeah.
up to that.
And so why this is significant, other than it did hold up to its claims, or even maybe slightly surpass its claims, is this is consistent behavior with solid state electrolytes. They ionic conductivity improves with heat because there's no flammable liquid electrolyte to decompose as it heats up. So this adds a little bit of credence to them saying, yeah, these are true solid state batteries.
Do you think they're dropping a little all these truth tidbits so that the bomb of not meeting the main
That's what
one's
I'm
not
afraid
going to
of.
be it's going to have a softer landing? They're like,
I
look,
think they're
look,
starting
there's
with-
10 true things and one not true. Come on, give
I
us
hope I'm wrong, but that's
When we say
kinda-
100,000 charge cycles, we actually meant 1,000.
Actually meant 10,000.
somebody
So-
didn't
Even
put the
10,000 would
decimal
be
point.
freaking amazing, though.
Yeah, because the average current good battery tech, the average charge cycles is between 1,000 to 5,000. So 10,000 would still be an awesome improvement. But anyway, so the next test is going to be in 2 weeks, and they will continue to test one thing at a time, apparently. But we still don't know if they can hit that energy density of 400 watt hours per kilogram, 100,000 life cycles. We don't know the cold temperature performance still. They're claiming 99% capacity retention at minus 30 Celsius, which would be amazing.
That would be awesome.
That would
Yeah.
be so dang cool.
Fix the winter problems with E EVs.
Exactly.
Cool.
So,
I got that reference.
and of course, the cost claims. Donut Lab says its cells will cost less than lithium-ion batteries using 100% green and abundant materials. So these
a
are all the things
hard
left they still
claim.
have to prove. We'll find out in the coming weeks.
Keep giving us those little truth nuggets, and I'll buy all of them.
I do like to see the progress, because they have shown that these batteries in those aspects are better than regular lithium-ion batteries. So, Jaron, lightning round.
Samsung announced the S26 Ultra. Really nothing too interesting, except one feature, which is brand new
gone
to a
viral.
smartphone. and it is absolutely nuts. And I haven't seen anything like this before. It is a privacy display that is toggleable.
Software based.
You can toggle.
Well, software based as driving a new type of technology
Got
on
to
the
be
screen.
new hardware. Yeah.
Yep. So you push a switch or click a button, and suddenly your phone has a privacy display on it.
From an angle, yeah.
It goes further than that, though. You can customize it based on the app. So if you just want it on your messaging app, and that's it. Once you open the messaging app, the privacy display will turn on. When you shift it to the left and up and down, you cannot see it nearly as well.
Did I see the same thing for even the chat bubbles that like the drop down notifications too?
Notifications. You can have it on just a tiny part of the screen. So if you see a private notification come in and you tilt the phone to the left, it just goes black, or the rest of the screen is visible. Super awesome.
That's wild.
Yeah, I hope this comes out to more phones. It's rare to see Samsung innovate.
Yeah, I'm like,
well, not true. Not true.
This is pretty neat.
Samsung doesn't really innovate on their slab phones very often, so it is rare in that aspect. But they're first to the party for a lot of things like the foldable phones and things like that.
Oh yeah, agreed.
But
agreed.
But yeah, this was really cool to see. Definitely the standout thing with the new Samsung.
I watched the
slab
MKBHD
phones.
video on it, and he was shocked as well.
Yep. All right, Owen, finish us off.
Hey, this is why you came here. This is why today. So, have you ever wondered why Scotch tape screeches when you take it off?
I've always wondered that, Owen.
Well, now we know.
Like vibrated or something.
Yeah, like, you peel it off something and it makes that horrible noise, or even when you're peeling off the roll and it makes that screech. Here's
it's
why.
like if your hands are kind of sweaty and you put it down on a slippery table or something, you slide it against the table. It's the same concept, isn't it?
It's kind of not, because this tape is actually cracking. As you do it, the tape is cracking because it's being stretched, and those cracks are creating a vacuum.
What?
Whoa,
And
this
the
is much cooler than I thought.
the vacuum is moving faster. Obviously, the sound rushing in is moving faster than the vacuum can handle, and therefore you get the sound.
Is this like when you whip a whip that you're breaking the sound barrier? At the
It's just
tip of the whip?
breaking this. This is breaking the sound barrier as those little cavitation, kind of like the pistol shrimp breaks the sound barrier underwater with the cavitation bubbles.
Mantis.
The pistol shrimp breaks the
Mantis.
It's
Mantis.
the pistol shrimp.
Let him have it. Let him have it, guys.
The pistol shrimp.
Mantis.
I know the pistol shrimp. A mantis shrimp has a thumper. It does not break the sound barrier. The pistol shrimp breaks the sound barrier. I'm a saltwater fish guy. Don't mess with me.
I mean, that's true. I'm looking it up. Keep
Should we
going.
verify with James? We should text him right now.
Hey James.
Snapping shrimp.
No, the pistol shrimp breaks the sound barrier with the
Oh my gosh,
cavitation
this is
bubbles.
the high quality content where they came from.
Oh, this is supposed to be a lightning round, but not anymore.
I hate to break it to you, Owen. Our lightning rounds are never lightning rounds. They're
I
just
know.
last story.
There's
Tony's way of saying last story time.
Here's the thing. I'm keeping it. I love that because it bothers you so much, Lindo.
Yeah.
I think that's why we keep it around.
Guess what? Owen was
What?
right.
Owen is on one today.
You guys hear that? Everybody, take that sound clip. Everybody
right
put it in
about-
the Discord.
He was
Owen
right about
was right.
something else today too. What was
Was
it?
I? Oh,
So
shoot. What?
So the interesting thing though is they both generate cavitation bubbles.
Oh, the
They
pi-
just
the
do it
mantis
in
shrimp
different
t-
ways.
yeah,
So
the-
you're technically correct, which is the best kind of correct,
Oh,
Good
okay.
job, Owen.
He's also technically wrong.
which
No.
is
Just
the
the
worst
best kind of
of wrong.
Well, anyway, there you go. It creates. Go read this. Go read the show notes. It's way too thing. But it got published in the Journal Physical Review E. It sounds like I don't know what the ABCD versions are, but E is where you're going to find this. Physical Review E, probably for entertaining. Environment Extra. Anyway,
Anyway,
there's a bunch of I could go on. I digress, but sticky tape people, they started this. Somebody wondered about it in 2010, and they're like, "Why does that screech?" I don't know, son. Let me figure that out. And somebody
16
years thought,
later.
and now 2024, they're like, "Hey, update on that.
sun-
We figured it out."
The son grew up and avenged his father.
Exactly. He's like, my dad always knew there was something going on with that dang adhesive. And 3M's not going to tell us what it is. So I figured it out.
Tape
Don't
theory.
trust
Conspiracy.
Don't trust big adhesive.
Exactly.
My new favorite conspiracy.
Big adhesive trying to bury the story. My dad was right. My daddy was right. This thing works on space level vacuum sound
Knew it.
bite things.
The other cool thing about this too is that the act of peeling Scotch tape quickly produces X-rays.
X-rays?
What?
Yeah, there's a picture here of someone who did it enough that they were actually able to take a fuzzy but actual X-ray of their finger.
Of their finger under glass. So they put it on glass and they pulled it off.
Yep,
X-ray.
pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
Good lightning round, Owen. Good lightning round.
Here, I got to tell the name Sigurdur Thoroddsen.
Nailed it.
Nailed that.
I'm sure
That
that's
guy's-
exactly how you say it.
Yeah, Sigurdur.
Awesome.
Sigurdur. Sigurdur. It's like Sigourney's cousin. Sigurdur.
Or the Burninator.
Yep.
Anyway, there you go.
What does triboluminescence mean, Owen?
Buddy,
You're trying to get Lando riled by making Owen talk longer.
that's
such a
probably. Let me hold on.
That
I
is
can,
a cool word. I
let's
just
all-
want to know what it means.
let's all.
Triboluminescence is
Let's
awesome.
You
all,
can Google it just as well as everyone else.
let's-
Tony, it's time for
everybody-
Patreon.
Let's all just be silent for a
Tony,
second
get
while
the
I
show
look
back
that
on the
up.
road.
I'm gonna be everybody. Don't say anything. I'm gonna look this up on Google. No, we're gonna have dead silence while I do it.
Again, high quality content. The show
Yeah, all
you
you have to
came
do
for.
is
The
click on the
things we
link and
Google.
it goes to Wikipedia.
Oh.
It's a
All right.
phenomenon in which light is generated when a material is mechanically pulled apart, ripped, scratched, crushed, or rubbed.
Why did you
I
say
make
that
Why
light
did
word
you say
weird?
it like
I
that?
make light all the time. Then I'm all of those
Because
things.
you're always scratching yourself.
I'm always being ripped, scraped, and rubbed. Beaten.
Mechanically pulled apart,
Danger zone.
maybe?
That's the
Danger
one.
zone, Will Robinson.
Yep. All right. Thanks for making it to the end of this crazy episode where we got the highs of triboluminescence and the lows of AI spying on us. Before we go, though, big shout out to our awesome Patreon backers, patreon.com/helpdeskarcade. And Lando has some more info about that for us.
Yeah, Patreon. It's the digital tip jar. If you like what we do, you can give us a tip. And if you give us a tip, you get some bonus content and some bonus features, if you will. You get both shows ad-free, early, in your own special RSS feed. You also get access to the special bonus show we lovingly call Help Desk Last Call. Something like that nowadays. I still think the In-Between was a better name, but we don't do that no more, so we had to change the name. So yeah, those are the two big things you get for
Somebody's bitter.
$1. Access to the super secret Discord. I forgot about that. That's important.
Yeah, don't forget about Discord.
Super secret Discord. For $3 or more, you get access to ONGPT, which we talk about in the super secret in between show. We have a good one for today, so you can look forward to that. Typically, lately, the after party last call show has been story time with Owen, and he's been killing it. So it's worth it. It's worth it for Owen's stories. And for $6 or more, we give you a special bonus shout out on the air. However, we also give you a shout out in the air if you're a new listener. Owen,
Do
we have any new listeners?
I don't think we have any new listeners this
No,
week.
we
We don't. We do not. So, hello to the people from last week. You get a degraded salute this time. No names. Just
but if
hello,
you give
new
$6 or more, you get it every single week. Which I like to say is make Jaron say what you want time. So Jaron, say the things
Thanks,
that people want
David
you to say.
Broshinsky. Sorry, ma'am, you cannot pee here. Aaron Faulkner, Connor Kisa, and El Pollo Diablo. I'll say David Broshinsky again because Lando is interrupting me. Thank
Yeah.
you. Fourth Dimension Craft for all your personalized gifts and promotional needs. Hungwe Tulu Foyu. That was
What?
something. That was something
throw that
bad.
Throw that one in the chat for us. I'm gonna look that one up. See what you just said.
There you go. Put it in the YouTube chat. Jason Eatman. Tickets booked for Crete at 2034 Olympics. Burninated Peasant. Be the 8-year-old. It's worth it just for Owen's stories. Never trust someone who doesn't like Fallout. The only way I can count to 11 is to use my huge erection.
I don't think they're ever going to change that.
And that's two different names, right? That's not
Yeah.
just one name.
Yeah.
Two different names. Geriga Arimas. Average Tall Tony. Pyma Graphics Purveyor of Fine Geeky Stickers. Keslo. Eric Steinman. Eric Cruz. Last call rating 430. Meh. DP. Laying. My hugs are 90% sarcasm and a 100% from behind.
All right. Good to know.
I like it. Wesley, Stuart Lloyd, get out there. The photo isn't going to take itself. And I'll be the first to donate $25 towards Owen's Tank Tickler. That seems like it's the highest he's going to go.
Well, come on,
I
people.
think it's been 25 the entire time, guys.
No,
I
it has not.
I think it started at 24.
All right.
It did.
Thanks for making it to the end of this episode and downloading this nonsense to your mobile device. We are out of here. We will see you in the next one or in Last Call if you're a Patreon member. But until then, Lando, take us out.
I was thinking about this, and I think ignorance is bliss. I'm happier when I don't know what's going on. And you know what? That means I want to be plugged back into the Matrix
Red pill,
right
baby.
now. Either that or someone needs to reboot the Matrix. I don't know which. Anyway, be an end user. Not my best work. That's okay.